What's going on, trappers? Welcome back to Trap TV. If you want to help Tariq, Braden, and I get Noma's profits, make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, and put a notification bell so you know when I go live and make a new video. You wouldn't want me to end up like her. Let's go. Yo, what is going on? Welcome back to Trap TV. What is going on, guys? We had that week off, but now we are back. We got our real, crispy episode of Power, because I know a lot of y'all, skipped ahead a little bit. And that's fine. I did the same thing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna cap with you. And I was thinking about doing a video, doing a little rant, but I wanted to respect y'all and not do that. I don't know, man. Let me know. How you guys feel? I don't really give a shit about spoilers, because I'll see that, reading the spoilers is one thing, but actually seeing them is another thing. You know what I mean? And I know y'all saw them, right? But I don't know. The version I saw is a little bad quality. I heard there's a better quality one out there, but I didn't get to see that one. But we're back, guys. This episode is called, we're on season 3, episode 9. This episode is called The Last Gift, okay? And we gotta get right into this guy. Let's go. So we open the episode with Tariq replaying a message from Sax. Sax is threatening to compromise Tariq's family, meaning Tasha, Yaz, and Estelle. He says he knows their location, and it sounds like he's about to be passing it out to whoever wants it, right? So Tariq, he goes to Davis's office, and he's looking through his stuff. He's going around rummaging through his stuff, and at the same time, we got Kane hitting up Davis to help Effie. And I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, I've been defending Kane, but I am not cool with how he's been acting since he, hit that Effie box. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro is just a little too quick, quick on the trigger for Effie. You only smashed her once or two times, bro. Relax. So Tariq, he finds a file in Sax's office, and he sees Kane come in, so he hides that file. And then Kane comes in, and he claims that Tariq set up Effie, and also that Lauren is out. Now Tariq, he still plays dumb. He been playing a real good poker face. Tariq asks why he would set up Effie. Setting up Effie would burn him out as well. And he says that Kane is the reason that they had this recall in the first place. And this is true. Kane planted that badge. Kane killed Ramirez. Kane shot Jabari, or he made Tariq shoot Jabari, okay? So Kane is the reason a lot of this stuff is happening. That don't mean I don't like Kane. Kane moves the episodes. He makes things entertaining. But it is true. Kane is the reason that the police are in the house taking Diana. Kane is the reason that the police are in the dorms taking Effie. Kane is the reason for the entire investigation. If Kane moved smoother, we wouldn't be here. But we're here. This is power. We're here. Kane fires back and he says that everything that's been happening bad for his family is Tariq's fault. Now, I don't really think so. I feel like everything that's been happening good has been Tariq's fault, because Monet was able to take her drugs off the street and put them at Stanfield, which was much safer. The whole course correct thing was that was a good plan until it got blown up. And even this Wall Street thing, this is much safer and it makes more money than running the drugs on the street, just with one building. Y'all in a bunch of blocks, they in one building. And then Tariq, he fires back and he says, yo, ever since I met your family, you've been tripping on me. That's why you got with Effie, because you wanted to be like me. And Kane says, well, you left her in peace and she was thirsty and she wanted to fuck with a real nigga. And then bro, Tariq throws the first punch. Now look, I gotta point this out. Let's look at this punch closely, okay? He throws this punch, right? This fool Kane, he goes ultra instinct. This fool seen the punch before it was coming. That shit was coming in slow motion. Did you see how he dodged that? And then he just manhandles Tariq. He manhandles Tariq, bro. This was not the Braden match, okay? This isn't Braden, Tariq. You gotta, take off those skinny jeans when you gonna fight next time, bro, because this fool was dragging you all around that office and he was about to kill you before Davis showed up. So Davis shows up, they both stop fighting, and they both tell Davis that he needs to go help Effie because Effie can cause a lot of trouble for everybody. Once Davis agrees to take care of Effie, Kane leaves and Tariq and Davis go into his office. Tariq tells Davis that he appreciates him letting him leave from Sax's crime scene before the cops arrived. And Davis laments that Sax deserved the bullet, but not from Theo, from him. So, Davis, when he grabbed that strap, he was ready. Davis asked Tariq if he was able to find Tasha's address. He thinks Sax is bluffing. He thinks Sax doesn't know where Tasha was, and he was using that as a last-ditch effort to protect himself. Tariq tells Davis that he found Whitman's case file and Sax's stuff. Davis says that he stole the file and kept a copy for himself just to have some insurance, just in case, Monet started threatening him or acting crazy, because she does that. Davis says they will all be fucked if the police find out that they have that Whitman file. Tariq says he's gonna hide the file for Davis. He also tells him that if the feds ask about Sax, that David should say he doesn't know anything. David says he's gonna get the Effie case going before any other crises show up, and we end the scene with him shattering his beautiful glass bookshelf. We switch to Effie over in the precinct, and she is demanding an attorney. It looks like Blanca and Jenny are trying to stall her out, trying to get her to flip. Effie wants to use a phone, but people keep cutting her in line, and we're thinking that maybe Jenny and Blanca have something to do with it. Effie leaves the room, and the cops they're a little pressed. They're worried. They're saying, man, we've had her here for hours. We've had her here for days, and she still ain't snitching. What we gonna do? They didn't get a text from Medina, and it looks like they just found out that Saxe died. And we see Jenny go see his body, and she looking at, her man. She looking at her boo, and she thinking about what could have been, and she feels like, I'm seeing some guilt. I'm seeing the weight of all this shit that's been going down coming up on her shoulders because she over here crying and looking all stupid and shit. Bitch, this is your fault. This is your goddamn fault. This fool was trying to tell your ass. He was trying to tell you, but you didn't want to listen. So then we switch to Jenny meeting with Blanca and the rest of the cops, including, the big boss Medina. And Medina says that Theo intercepted Saxe in the parking lot. They got him on surveillance. Blanca thinks that Davis had something to do with it, that he planned the death, that he had Theo go do it. And she thinks that maybe they made Saxe before they hit the warehouse, which is true. Blanca calls Saxe dirty, starts talking a bunch of shit about him, and Jenny stands up for him. She says that Saxe sacrificed his life for us without his testimony. That's what she said. Medina then tells her that she needs to go at Effie with everything that she has. Jenny says if they don't get Effie to flip, that they are screwed. We switch to a scene with Kane and Braden. And Braden, he out there standing outside. Kane roll up in the car, he roll up in that Range Rover, and is it a Range Rover or is it a Mercedes? I don't know, I can't remember. Anyway, he rolls up in the car and he's not stopping, bro. He's not slowing down, and he doesn't hit him with the car, but he comes up and he high speed knocks him down with the door, and I'm sure it hurt. Braden's on the floor, and Kane is asking Braden if he's a narc, and he wants him to go over the events of Lauren's supposed death. Braden says that Effie took her, and after she took Lauren, she don't know what happened. Go ask them. Kane says that Effie got picked up and that Lauren ID'd her. Now look, I want you guys to pay attention. This dude Kane is riding for Effie. Like, everything he is doing in this episode is Effie motivated. Keep watching. Braden hears this information. He's worried. He's worried that, Lauren is gonna snitch on him because, he was there. And he asks what he should do, but he's hurt. And he says he needs to go to the hospital. And Kane, just like he said, to Davis earlier, he goes like, you should do that. And he takes off. So then we switch to the Tejada house and we get a letter from the grave from our friend Saxe.
But I think we need to find our last clue. The mail's here.
So Saxe, in this letter from the grave, he's telling Monet that he's holding Tariq responsible for his death, and he's trying to say that Tariq is working with the feds against them. Monet starts tripping, and she tells Diana to go check this out. And I'm looking at Monet like, bro, last episode, Tariq just went through all this work to stop this RICO case from busting off and went, saved the warehouse, sent Effie to jail, and you still think that he is working against you? You couldn't even call him? I thought he was your thinker. I thought he was the one thinking for you. But it's clear that this shit is about to start falling apart. So we switch to the hospital, and Tariq comes in to see Braden. He asks him what happened to him, and Braden says that Kane went all Suge Knight on him.
The truck backs up, hits one man. Seconds later, the truck comes back and runs over that man. We've had to, digitize the video because it's very violent. Knight says that for his part, he was trying to get away because he thought he was being ambushed and might actually be shot.
Hit him with a car because he found out that Lauren was alive. And Tariq over here playing dumb, but Braden is able to deduce that Tariq knew that Lauren was alive this whole time. Tariq says, of course he knew, but why would he tell the people who tried to kill her that she was alive? You guys probably try to do it again. And this is where I think that Tariq actually kind of still do have some feelings for Lauren, and I really hope he does not, but we got another few seasons, guys. We know we're gonna see this stupid shit. Braden says that he tried to save Lauren several times, and he's told him that over and over again, but that he's also worried about Effie because Effie only looks out for herself. Tariq says they need to plan their next move, but Braden says there is no next move after, the feds are investigating Weston Holdings and the whole coffee shop. Tariq says that had to be done, him shutting that down and exposing it, and he asks him to call Obi to let him know that they're gonna be late with that quota. Braden over here talking about he wants a day off, he wanna chill and play some Xbox and chill with some hoes. But then Tariq says that he needs him to handle his uncle Lucas. Braden says that when he gets discharged, he'll go see him. Tariq pulls the label off and says that he's discharged right now and this is just a scratch. Get to work, Braden, let's go. We switch to Lauren and she is writing a text to Tariq. She's asking him if he had anything to do with Saxe's death. And before she can send it, Tariq actually calls her. She looks at the call and ignores it. He leaves a voicemail and he says, yo, what's going on? Why are you ghosting me? I need to know what these feds are doing. Are they coming after us? They picked up Effie. What is going down? We go over to the good old Tejada bar, and we got Evelyn coming in a cheetah suit jacket to confront Monet. She had to put on that cheetah suit jacket because she knew she needed to feel a little ferocious, because when you're going up against the redhead Raven bitch, you're gonna need to feel like a goddamn cheetah. She comes in, she throws her purse down on the counter, and she asks, where Drew at? And Monet said that Drew isn't here. And then Evelyn's like, there's a video going around, have you seen it? And Monet like, do I look like I watch J-Will Trap TV, bitch? Hell no, I don't be watching that shit. Evelyn calls her a bitch. She tell her to stop lying. She said the video sounded like a confession. She said she didn't even know where Gordo at. She didn't even know if he had anything to do with Gordo missing. Monet says that we already told you we don't know what happened to Gordo. We don't know what happened to that sus guy. Well, Evelyn comes back and she says, oh, I already know that you had something to do with Frank's murder. You took him away from me. And Monet said, I didn't admit anything. I just told you what Lorenzo wanted me to tell you, which I don't think he wanted her to tell her that. So like, Monet got this constant manipulation going. It's hard. Like the lies be sounding real after you be hearing her tell them, and they just be sounding like, wait, did that happen? I be having to go back and watch episodes. Did Lorenzo say anything? Nah, he didn't say nothing. So Evelyn fires back, well, now Lorenzo's dead. And then Monet, she said something. She's like, well, did you have something to do with it? Playing stupid as fuck. Like, goddamn well. Stop the cap. Do I gotta bring the stop the cap in?
I told you what Lorenzo wanted, and now Lorenzo's dead. Yes, he is. You saying you had something to do with that?
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Evelyn says that Monet knows that she didn't have anything to do with Lorenzo's death, and that she never wanted to have a war with the Tejadas. And she says that it don't even seem like Monet is over here grieving. It seems like he just over here having a good time partying and shit. She says she's coming to her as a woman. I hate when women, what do that mean? I guess it's like, I'm coming to you like I'm speaking up to you like a man. Now women be like, I'm coming to you as a woman. I really need to know who my son is. He could need my help. I need to know where he is right now. Tell me, please, Monet. Forget about the game. Forget about the rules. Just tell me where my son is. Monet says, hey, she don't know. She didn't have no beef with Gordo. We told you everything was good. We don't know. But she really seemed like she don't give a shit, because we all know what happened, guys. She don't give a fuck about these Castillos. So then Evelyn says, well, I gave you, or no. She says, I granted you grace for when you killed Frank. But I promise, I will not allow you to kill my son and get away with it. And Monet like, hey, hold on, homegirl. That sounds like a threat. You threatening me, bitch? And then this nigga Kane walk in like Black Panther, bro. And he kicked the cheetah out. Black Panther walked in, kicked the cheetah out. And it's funny because, Kane did call Tariq T'Challa earlier. So I had to throw that shit in there. So Evelyn leaves. And then Drew comes out. He was really in the back just listening. How did he know? He must have seen her ass on the camera and was like, I'm sorry, baby. So Drew comes in and he says this is his mess and he got to clean it up and he got to take out all the Castillos. Monet says, just make sure it don't come back on him. I'm telling you, this woman is so cold, bro. This woman is the root of all evil in this show. I'm telling y'all, hey, I like watching it, but I'm telling y'all, this woman evil, bro. You don't ever want Monet to be coming after you, bro, because it's gonna happen, bro. Police have died in her house. Her husband died. Now these Castillos about to die. So now we switch the scenes. We go in, we see Tariq, he's meeting with Obi. Obi over here, he's being a very, very brutal dentist. He's pulling teeth out of a dude's mouth. The dude over here screaming, and he just over here just, casually pulling teeth out. Tariq is saying that he needs extra time to make that quota. Obi's saying he don't give a fuck about what Tariq got going on. He's saying he would take pleasure in seeing Noma kill them. Tariq says that whatever Obi needs, he can get it for him. He says, just give me this time, I need this time. And Obi says that only Noma can get him what he needs. And Tariq says, try me, bro, I'm resourceful. You know what I can do, what's up, what's good? What do you need? And then Obi, he sends his goons out and he says that he has a family in Nigeria and he wants to bring them here to America, even though he don't like the white man. Well, I put that extra part in. Tariq says that he can get those green cars, he just needs him to stall Noma. And Obi says, you have 72 hours. So now we got Tariq meeting with Tate. He's over here trying to get these green cars for Obi. Tate wants more from Tariq. He's saying that 5 bands is not enough. He's saying that his campaign, he didn't get enough points off that bus and he needs more. He says that there's rumors that Weston Holdings is doing dirt and he wants info from Tariq. He says he's about to get into bed with these dudes, they're gonna put him on payroll. But before he does that, he wants to, check him out, do, a little background check. Tariq denies that Weston Holdings is, has any Ponzi schemes going on. And he says that, they're on the up and up. Who told you this information? Tate is smart, and he says he just hears things. And Tariq doubles down on Weston being legit, and he asks for those green cards. Tate says he'll do his best to get the green cards, but as Tariq leaves, he calls him a fucking liar. Tate then calls Bennett, who we find out that, has kind of been avoiding him, as in, remember last time, she said that Tate was losing her because he went and met with the Westons behind her back. So now we switch teams. We got Tate, Bennett, and a new dude named Herb. And I think he's a PI. He's a, private investigator. Tate says that he thinks Tariq is a liar like his dad, and that he isn't being honest about the whole Weston Holdings thing. Herb says that Tate's instincts are right and that their books do not add up. But whenever they try to whistleblow, they've always had pushback, protection. And then Tate deduces that it may have been Sweeney who was protecting them from the authorities. Herb says that he has evidence, but no one will listen to him. Tate says that with his support, they will have to listen now. Herb says, yo, man, I'm not dumb, bro. I know that you're only doing this for your campaign. You don't really care about this shit. And Tate says, hey, taking down Wall Street for Main Street is a good look, and it's the right thing to do. So, hey, Tate, but also Bennett comes in and says, hey, this is dangerous. Now pay attention. When people in power say that something is dangerous, this is them foreshadowing their death. So Tate is gonna get clipped for this transgression, for what he's about to do. Eventually down the line in season 4, they're gonna come back around to Tate, and they're gonna take care of Tate. Tate says either he's sure, and Bennett and Herb, they leave, and we switch to Effie and Davis. So Effie comes in, to the interview room, and she looks at Davis, and she says she doesn't need Tariq help. Davis says that Kane asked him to come too, and to hear him out. He says that she will face attempted murder charges, and it's probably a no-win case. It's more about how much time she's gonna do. He also says he normally avoids these kind of cases, but because, they're all on the line, they can all go to jail, he's gonna try to help her. Effie says she don't wanna work with Davis if he can't win. She says that she wants someone who's gonna fight for her. She says that, him smelling like the bottom of alcohol bottle, she doesn't think he's in the best mindset or the best place to help her out. She says that she's been trying to contact a lawyer, but she keeps on getting cut in line, and Davis thinks that the cops are trying to force her to cooperate. Davis says he will talk to the captain about what the cops are doing, stalling her out. But before he goes, Effie, she asks, and I'll just play it for you guys, but I'll say it first, but I'll play it too. She asks if Tariq...
That's Tariq?
Never mind, I don't care. So look, she still cares about Tariq. We switched to Weston Holdings, and this is a nice building that doesn't look so nice when it's filled with FBI jackets. Looks like Tate made his move and he snitched on them to the SEC. Daddy Weston calls a meeting, Robert calls a meeting inside, the conference room. He wants to, figure out what's going on. And they cannot believe that they're being, accused of running a Ponzi scheme. They have no clue. Like, these dudes were all letting Lucas run everything. They ask Kiki if they know where Lucas is, and she says she doesn't know. And Trace accuses her of fucking Lucas, and she says no, she hasn't been fucking Lucas. And then Braden comes in, he stands up for her, and he says that he spoke to Lucas about this Ponzi scheme, and Lucas did know about it, but he told him not to tell anyone else. Robert is over here, he's freaking out, bro. He can see the money going down the drain, and he's saying they gotta call these lawyers, and they gotta find Lucas. Now, we switch over to Blanca and Jenny, and they are talking about maybe they can use this, surveillance footage of Davis, slipping a note to Diana. And Jenny's saying it's a little shaky that she don't want to try, it's not gonna work on Davis. And see, look, this is Jenny having good judgment, guys. She says, this is what she says right here, listen. She says, it is shaky and it is not gonna work on Davis until she gets this letter. We see that Sachs, is coming from the grave again with another letter. The letter, it's a long letter. I'm not gonna do it, but I'm gonna summarize it for you guys, okay? He says that he loved her and she had feelings too, and she would never admit it. He tells her to let the white whale go. Leave these niggas alone. Stay away from these niggas. They will get you killed. Look at me. He said, leave these niggas alone because you will end up dead like me. Jenny starts crying and shit. Getting a little emotional, puts the letter down. Blanca reads, I would not have let Blanca, the last person you want to let in your business, bro. Cause look, I'm telling you right now, if this shit don't work out for Blanca, she telling everybody you was fucking Sachs. She telling everybody. She gonna be like, hey, Jenny was fucking Sachs.
Hey, Smokey back here taking a shit.
That's what she gonna do. And then Jenny gonna be like, hey, why'd you do that? And she'd be like, oh, I ain't gonna tell nobody else. So Blanca read that letter. She asked Jenny if they were really involved, and Jenny says yes. And she says that she ain't letting nothing go. She ain't letting the white whale go. She's about to throw everything she has at him. And she loses all that, what she just said about, hey, that's shaky and ain't gonna work. Now they running down the hallway and they're pressing Davis. And they're accusing them of colluding with Theo to kill Saxe. And Davis, he's like, yo, I wasn't involved. Ask the NYPD. And they're like, yeah, we seen you slipping a note to Diana, inside of the conference room or the interview room or whatever. And he goes like, yo, that's privilege. You can't do that. She's like, well, only, there's no recording, so it's okay for us to do that. I don't know the fucking legal terms. So Davis is like, yo, I don't recall any of that, and then he starts to walk out. And they keep following, they start telling them their theories, they're like, we think that that Saxe was a CI, and then you made him, and then you had your brother kill him, because your brother didn't have much time left anyway. And she's like, Saxe's blood is on your hands. And Davis says, look, if you guys want to take that to a grand jury, good luck. But before all that happens, I'm gonna sue your asses for harassment. Hey, he got mad. Your boy got pissed, bro. Hey, Davis been acting his ass off, bro. I've been enjoying Davis a lot. He also tells him, if you wanna know who's responsible for Saxe's death, look in the mirror. So look, Jenny, like I said, unhinged, emotional, okay? She about to make some mistakes, y'all. Remember this when I tell you. She about to make some big mistakes. She gonna be looking really stupid. I promise you. So now we switch to Brayden and Tariq. And as we start the scene, we see a text from Diana asking Tariq where he is, but he doesn't engage on that right now. He's talking to Brayden. And they're having a pretty tense conversation. Brayden asks Tariq if RSJ snitched to the SEC about the Ponzi scheme. Tariq says he doesn't think so and that RSJ just wants his money. Tariq says, they gotta find Uncle Lucas and kill him. And listen to this. Tariq called this nigga Uncle Lucas, bro, and he wants to kill him. That's not even his uncle, but why he calling him Uncle Lucas? Brayden's like, hey, I can't kill my uncle. I'm not built like that. And Tariq says that's their only option. It's the only way out. Brayden says that didn't Tariq say that family is more important than drugs and money? And Tariq says, well, what about my family? My family was gonna be straight when they got my trust fund, but now that's gone because of Uncle Lucas. Tariq says that Lucas has nothing else to lose and he will rat on them and destroy the operation if they don't take him out now. And he also says that, look, now you freezing up, Brayden. Hey, I'm telling you, Tariq is coming at Brayden, bro. This is like the realest conversation they've had in this whole goddamn Power universe. He tells Brayden that he chose to be in the game, and now you gotta play by the rules for at least once, bro. You gotta catch that body. Brayden says that he doesn't want to end up like Tariq, and this is interesting. And Tariq is like, well, what do you mean? And then Brayden says, you're not the same guy I met at Choke. You changed. And Tariq's like, I grew up, I went through life. But then Brayden interrupts again, and he says, I don't want to be out here just killing people like it's no big deal. And then Tariq, he mad now. He says, bro, I kill niggas to protect us, bro, to protect me and you. Then Brayden get all quiet. He whisper, I don't want to be someone who can kill his father. And then Tariq snap on this nigga, bro. Tariq said, I never said that. Shut the fuck up with saying that. But then Brayden comes and gives Tariq the realest line he has ever given him. And he said, you didn't have to say it. I'm just being real with you. And that's the same thing Estelle hit him with earlier in the season, bro. Nigga, we all knew you kill your daddy, bro. Stop trying to stop the cat, bro. Tariq says that he can't be real with Brayden and that Brayden's a hypocrite. And he says that, if he's gonna stand up for this so-called family that Brayden called the family, that he's gonna have to choose between, him or Lucas. Brayden over here saying he doesn't know where he is, but Tariq let him know, hey, it's either him or us, bro. So you gotta figure that out. And then Tariq takes off. We go to the Brayden house and everybody in here, we got the sister, we got the brother, we got the mama, and we got the daddy. They all in here arguing about Lucas. They mad their accounts is getting frozen. They can't go spend their money. They can't go shopping. They feel like when they going outside, people are heckling them. They're not living the silver spoon life right now. And they feeling like Uncle Lucas left them holding the bag. Everybody except the daddy want to do something to Uncle Lucas. Brayden comes in, he asks where Lucas at. His sister's like, I visited his house, but it looked like this nigga knew something was coming and he was ready to leave for a long time. Trey says that Lucas has been moving money, transferred it to himself for weeks in little small transactions. So he got him a little nest egg, just in case. And we get a knock on the door and we got the FBI, they're here for questioning. They want to talk to Robert. Brayden doesn't want Robert to go, answer their questions, but Robert tells Brayden, hey, sometimes doing the hard thing is the only thing you can do. You gotta take risks. So we switch back to Medina and the rest of the cops. And we got Lucas, he's calling saying he wants to give up information for his freedom. Lucas says that he knows who's behind the Ponzi scheme and that he also knows about a drug ring that was running inside of Weston Holdings, meaning he's about to snitch on Tariq and Brayden. Blanca puts him on hold and she tells Medina that he's lying, that him and Robert are at the top and they have to know about this Ponzi scheme. Jenny jumps on the line and says that if Lucas wants immunity, she's gonna need a little bit of taste of this intel he has. Lucas tells him to look into Crash Coin and he hangs up the phone. Lucas hangs up the phone and he looked a little stressed. He looked like he's worried about, his safety or his livelihood. Back with the police, Medina says they can use this to take down the whole drug network. You can tell your boy Medina here trying to get a promotion. Jenny says they also need those bodies. And then Blanca says they got to get Effie to flip. So we switch to Kiki, do you love me? And she's packing up her stuff. She's worried that her parents are gonna find out that she's in a Ponzi scheme. And we got Braden over here trying to get Lucas's location from her. Braden's trying to protect her, and he's saying that she shouldn't be protecting Lucas. And Kiki, she's worried about her parents finding out about this whole thing. She's saying if she comes forward, they're gonna find out, and they didn't spend a bunch of money on her to go, start a Ponzi scheme, or for her to get locked up, or for her to take a plea and be working at McDonald's for the rest of her life. She said she didn't come this far. She sounds like Kim Kardashian. Braden says that if she tells him Lucas's location, they can make all of this go away without her revealing her involvement, and that she just needs to trust them. Let's see where this goes. So now we switch over to Evelyn and the Castillos closing up shop over at their diner, and we see that Kane and Drew are outside in some, disguises. They look like some workmen. Looks like they're filling up the restaurant with some gas, and not the green kind. We go back inside the restaurant, and the Castillos, they're coughing, they're passing out, they're trying to get out, but they cannot get out. Once they all go down, Drew and Kane, they come in. They got gas masks, look like they walking in with the hazmat suits. It appears that, Evelyn is still alive, and Drew starts telling her, I'm sorry, Gordo didn't give me a choice. And then Evelyn tells Drew that it was Monet who wanted Lorenzo dead. And then Drew hears this info, you can tell it hurts. He smothers her, puts his hand over her mouth, and then she's dead. Kane walks up and asks if she said anything before she passed, and Drew says no. But then he gives a menacing look at Kane because he feels like maybe Kane knows what's going down. We go over to Tariq in his dorm, and he gets a text from a woman named Pinky telling him Lucas's location. Diana comes by, and she asks why he hasn't returned any of her calls or her texts. Tariq says he's been dealing with a bunch of stuff. Diana says, well, she got arrested because he told her to use those lockers. And then Tariq was like, I didn't know there were cameras up there. I'm in charge of the drug organization. I'm the boss, not the sauce. I don't go into the lockers. I stay away from all this shit. You gotta do your due diligence. You know that Stanfield's hot. See, Diana, that's the problem with Diana. Is that everybody think that Diana is gonna be the next Monet. No, guys, Diana do not have what it takes to sell drugs, guys. You guys need to understand, okay? She does not have what it takes. Just like me, I'm the wrong person to sell drugs. I'm gonna get caught. That's why I'm doing this. Diana says that she had to move late on campus, that Noma had pictures of her, and she was, doing this to help her family out. Tariq says, ditto, Noma got pictures of me too. And that's why when they found out that Sachs was a CI, he did what it took to protect all of them. And he sure did. So then Diana's like, so you're not working with the feds? Idiot, bro, why would you say something so stupid? And this pisses Tariq off. Tariq is like, why would I work for the feds when they've done all these things to my family? Why would I work with these dudes? Are you crazy? And then she says she's sorry. She's like, yo, Monet got my head fucked up. I need to get out of the game. I need to go up north. And if I did transfer schools, what would that mean between me and you? And I think she's talking about relationship-wise. And Tariq is like, yo, you gotta focus on yourself. I just got this whole Effie situation. And she's like, I'm not Effie. But Tariq's like, look, it don't matter, girl. I still got a bunch of stuff going on. I can't do that with you right now. So Tariq, he's also getting a call from RSJ, and he says he got to take this call, and he goes. He takes that call, and RSJ's pissed. He's like, hey, take snitch to the SEC. And Tariq's like, what? I'm gonna handle it. All right, bet. So while Tariq is leaving or gone, Diana goes into Search's room. She cards in, right? Breaks through the lock, and she goes through, she searches his room, and she finds Whitman's file. She takes that to Drew. She asks Drew, why would Poppy have been at Zeke's crime scene? Drew's a little lost. He's over here mumbling to himself. And he wonders if Poppy has something to do with Zeke's death. And then he says that Tariq probably told Monet that Lorenzo killed Zeke. And then Monet convinced Gordo to kill Lorenzo. But then Diana says that Poppy told Monet that, the guap killed Zeke. Then Kane walks in with some answers, bro. And he tells the true story of what happened. And he says that when he brought up whether or not Monet killed Lorenzo, Monet threatened to kill him. So then Diana says that if Monet would kill Kane, then she wouldn't hesitate to kill any of us. So then we go to confrontation number 3. They all come up in the house to confront Monet. They ask about the prince, and Monet starts to lie. And Drew's like, yo, I didn't kill all these Castillos and do all this shit for you to be lying in my face. And then Monet keeps on trying to say it's Kai and Gordo. And then Drew starts yelling. He like, shut the fuck up. I'm tired of you lying. And then you know Mary J. Blige ain't about to get yelled at. So she started yelling too. She started yelling too and saying that, nah, she keeps on trying to go with the lie. And then she looks at Kane and she's like, what the fuck? Did you go in here and tell these people this shit? And then Kane was like, I've killed for you, I've stolen for you, all for you to turn your back on me for Tariq. And then Monet's like, is this what it's all about? Is Tariq over here telling y'all lies? And Diana's like, it's not about Tariq, it's about the truth. And then Monet says, well, if this is the truth, y'all just gonna let Lorenzo slide for killing Zeke? And I thought that was a good point right there. And Diana says it was an accident. And then Monet's like, how do you know? She then goes on to say that Lorenzo wasn't a saint, that he thought Diana talked too much, sent her out the house, and then had her selling drugs over at Stanfield. She also tells Drew that Lorenzo had him jumped by the guap so he can hide evidence of him murdering Zeke. She says that Lorenzo was just covering up his lies and that Monet, she would have done this for any of them. Diana starts going in, and I can't remember everything she said, but she's all like, yo, you only doing this for yourself. All this has been for yourself, and you should be the one that's dead. And Monet yells at her, shut up. And then Drew gets in between them, but Diana, she's still going, and Drew's like holding her back. You know, Drew over here holding her back. And Monet, she put hands on Diana. Drew gets moved out the way, and then there's a little bit of physical contact, but then Drew pushes Monet off of Diana's like, get off of her. And then Monet is like, y'all get out my house. I don't need any of y'all, right? So, bro, damn. We've been waiting for that scene, y'all. We was waiting for that shit. I told y'all Diana was not gonna take, knowing, you know, her father got killed, you know, Poppy got killed by Monet. She wasn't gonna take that easy. She definitely delivered, you know, came with the emotion. But I really do think, that Diana probably could have, whipped Monet's ass. I don't know. I think so. What y'all think? So we go to Tariq, and he's walking up to Lucas's hideout. He meets Pinky, the woman who texted him earlier with his location, meets him outside, gives her a big stack of money, you know, for her good work of locating, you know, Mr. Ponzi. She lets him know that Brayden just went up there, that he's in the building with Lucas, and we see Tariq start to put on his murder gloves. We go up into Lucas's apartment, and Brayden's here confronting him. Lucas is laughing about Kiki snitching out his location to Brayden. Lucas says that Brayden's no better than him, and Brayden wants Lucas to sign a document absolving the rest of the Westons of the Ponzi scheme crimes, and they want to help Lucas get out the country to like a third world, you know, Russia, you know, a third world, you know, non-friendly American, you know, country where he'll be safe from extradition. Lucas is like, no, I'm not trying to live in the third world. I am not, you know, Edward Snowden. Why would I give all this up when all I gotta do is give y'all up? He says that he isn't scared of Brayden's ghetto friends, and he's saying that, you know, his white collar crime really means nothing in the face of their drug dealing, that he'll be out eventually. And he says that he's gonna pin the Ponzi on Robert and Kiki, and I felt like that was fucked up. That's your brother, bro. You gonna pin that on your brother, and Robert is really innocent, bro. He really didn't have anything to do with anything. Kiki, not so much, but Robert is an innocent man. Now watch this part, because I think this is mad disrespectful. What pissed Brayden off wasn't the fact that he said that him and Tariq are going down, or that he was snitching on Robert or Kiki. What pissed Brayden off and made this dude, you know, take his uncle over the edge was that Lucas said the difference between him and Brayden is that he's not gonna take the blame for something when he can pin it on someone else. And I think Brayden took that as an attack on his character, because next thing you know, Brayden got a body! Push him over the edge. Check out my reaction. Brayden has officially caught that first body. So now we switch to the precinct, and we see Kane is dressed up in a suit. Looks like he just got back from Men's Warehouse, and he's posing as a lawyer. Kane walked into the interview room feeling good. What's up, baby? You happy to see me? Effie not happy to see this nigga. She says, just because we fucked once, you think it's about to be, you know, buttercupped up in this bitch? Effie asks him why he is here. Kane says he wants her to flip on Tariq, and Effie says she ain't built like that. Kane's all like, you gonna go to prison? You gonna risk us all getting locked up for Tariq, and I'm the one here, right here? And she's like, I didn't ask you to have my back, and that she's making this decision for herself. She says, there is no us, Kane, and my real lawyer will be here soon. Bro, now remember guys, Kane has spent this entire episode fighting people, running people over, killing people for Effie. And she just told him that she don't give a fuck about none of that. None of it. This dude almost cried, bro. And that little fuck you that he gave her was very out of character for King Tejada. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, I've been defending Kane this whole motherfucking season, but these last 2 episodes of Kane, I was like, Kane's being smart, Kane's being smooth. Oh, you see how Kane's being silent? Oh, Kane knows what's up. Oh, Kane gonna find out about Monet. But then this shit happened. He gets some pussy from Effie, and then boom, this nigga, all of a sudden the blinders come on. This nigga can't see anything. And I'm just like, come on, bro. You were coming up, bro. And now you down further than you ever been. Effie like Tariq, bro. So now we switch scenes, right? We switch scenes, and we see our boy we've been waiting for, 2-Bit. He is now back in the house. And he's not here to be friendly. He's coming up, he's pressing Tariq immediately. Tariq is like, yo, you about to shoot me out in public? And 2Bit's like, nah, you still owe me, bro, but hey, I got this, information from Saks, so I'm gonna need an extra 100 bands on top of what you owe me. Tariq's like, yo, there isn't much I can do right now. The plug has us diversifying the product. I don't really have a bunch of money I can give you. 2Bit's like, yo, I'm gonna need the keys to that Porsche. And he's all like, you can take my ride along with this information on where your mom is. So somebody is out diming out Tasha. We know it's Saks. Saks is out diming out Tasha's location to the highest bidder, whoever the fuck wants to go over there and kill her. Here it is, she right here. Tariq leaves, he takes the car and he calls Tamika. And she has to show up at least once a season, doesn't she? And he tells her that, Tasha's location is compromised and he needs her to send some more security over there immediately. Tamika's all like, oh, okay, maybe I can do this in the morning. I'm about to get my hair laid. But no, Tariq's like, no, I need you to do this shit right now. So she's like, okay, I'm gonna call him. Now we switch to Tasha and Estelle at their Whitsec house. And they're having like a small little argument. They're saying, well, hey girl, where is Yaz? You can't be just letting her run around. And Tasha's like, I'm just trying to get this girl, a regular life. And Estelle's like, girl, that ship has sailed, girl. Would you not understand? You was a St. Patrick, man. We all got targets on our backs now. I'm over here looking at the Whitsec dude, and I can tell this nigga is tired of listening to these niggas argue all day. Look at him, bro. This fool, he's on the... We switch to Tariq, and he's watching over here from the car, and then Yaz sees Tariq, and she runs up and says, hello. Tariq tells her to get down and just, be quiet. And next thing you know, we see that blue Mustang pull from around the corner. And I just have to check, I have to make sure. And yes, it is our boy Tommy. It's our boy Tommy. Oh my God, this fool, the way he pulls up so casual. This fool pulls up, hey guys, how you doing? Next thing you know, Jason Bourne, bro. Pew, pew. Fucking killing these dudes with the silencer, bro. Comes through, goes in the house, pulls the gun out on Tasha. Actually Estelle walks out, but then he pulls the gun on Tasha, and Tasha's scared. How did you find me? And Tasha's also worried that, Yaz or Estelle might see her get killed. And Tommy's like, oh, don't worry, they outside and they ain't gonna hear anything. I got the silencer. And I love this fool's accent. I can't do it. I'm not even gonna try to do it, but I love it. Tasha asks Tommy how he found her, and he tells her that Monet. And he says that, oh man, maybe Monet figured out that your son's the fucking devil. So Tariq comes in, and Tariq, he gets the jump. He comes out with his pistol, and basically Tommy and Tariq are facing each other down with guns out. Tasha tries to mediate, says that they're a family and put the guns down. Tommy says they ain't a family because they betrayed each other, and all that's out the window. Tariq says he loves Uncle Tommy. He doesn't want to kill him, but he will kill to protect his mother. Tommy's like, well, you did kill your father. Oh, I did it. You did kill your father, so killing me will be easy. We get another agent comes in. Tommy turns around, shoots his fool. Daniel Craig, James Bond style. But it looks like Tariq about to do something, but then blacked out. We're blacked out. Tariq gets knocked out. I don't know if he got knocked out. Well, I do know if he did, but I don't want to get into any spoilers. So he got knocked. So it was a blackout. So he wakes up in the hospital, and Tamika's there. She says that there was an assailant. He came into the house. He was arguing with your mother. Estelle called the cops. Estelle and Yaz are safe, but Tasha is now missing. Cops are looking into it, but there are no leads. Sounds like Tommy may have taken her. Who knows? And Tariq starts taking off all the little, all the shit, and he gets up, and we end the episode, guys. So what do you guys think about this shit right here? Yo, I thought this second half of this season has been absolute fire. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. It's been great, guys. I really want to know what's going to go on going into this episode. What happened? Well, I know what's going to happen, but let's just pretend like I don't know. What's going to happen with Tasha, right? Where is Tasha? Who took Tasha? Did Tommy take Tasha? Is she alive? Is she dead? Well, he took her, so what happened, right? What's going to happen with the Tejada family? We got Monet over here, lying so good it sounds true. And they finally confronted her, bro. They finally confronted her. Diana confronted her. Drew confronted her. Kane confronted her. I like that all three of them were there for that confrontation, and it wasn't just one getting mad off on the side. Like, for example, when Kane confronted her earlier in the season, she fucking played stupid and got away with it, So I think that the fact that got all worked out, well, not worked out, but at least exposed, is really good. That's some good TV right there. We got Saks, this fool sending letters from the dead to fucking Jenny, to Monet, to 2Bit. Bro, 2Bit, that's dope. I hope this nigga is a season regular next season. We need more 2Bit, bro. We need my niggas. And look, he's rolling around in that Porsche. Come on, I'd love to see him flexing in that. We got, oh man, I'm gonna steal Brillo's name. We got the Silver Spoon Goon throwing niggas off the top of buildings. Hey, that was a much better kill than him just standing outside shooting a Russian dude. That was dope, bro. And the fact that it was a family member, it's kind of like, Ghost wasn't Tariq's first body, but he kind of has like Tariq now a little bit. And you know what's interesting about that? Being like Tariq, we have two characters. Tariq said that Kane wanted to be like him, when they were having that argument in the episode. Brayden says he didn't want to be like Tariq, didn't want to, kill people, make it casual. But Brayden ended up being more like Tariq, and Kane over here going off the deep end, bro. He's still being like, going back to being a dumbass, stupid, got hurt by Effie. That boy was hurt, bro. You hear that? Fuck you. Fuck you. That's what I heard. Bro, Kane, dog, you should have just smashed and left. Matter of fact, you should not have smashed. You should have said, yo, I don't need nothing from you, like you were saying, or I don't expect nothing from you, and gave her that little tuition money and mobbed out Kane because you got women, bro. We seen that lady at the bar that you was talking to in the beginning. See, she was bad. Could have been with her, bro, and she don't got no baggage like these fools. I don't think Kathy got a lot of baggage, bro. That girl probably don't got no baggage, probably just waiting at home, waiting for you to finish, doing your work, and she gonna be there every day. Effie, bro, gonna be on some bullshit, man. What else we got? This fool Tate over here making moves, bro. Tate, you're in danger, bro. You just snitched on Tariq and RSJ, bro. Those are two dudes you don't want to snitch on, bro. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time to do anything about that this season, but that's gonna be something for next season. Hey, let's talk about those Castillos, man. I thought those Castillos were supposed to be, dangerous. Those dudes, man, they got laid out so easy, bro. All three of them, all in the same spot. They mama lasted longer than them, bro. They mama outlasted all of those Castillo boys. Frank, Gordo, the other two red shirts, they did not last, bro. They weren't the threat that they tried to make them out to be. Yeah, that was just a tragic. I thought it was cool that, she tried to confront Monet, but everybody done, bro. They just falling for Monet's shit, bro. Hey, your boy Obi, working with Tariq. I think we're starting to see a connection there. Keep an eye on that, guys. Okay? So look, I think that's it. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, and put a notification bell so you know when I go live or make a new video. Did you guys enjoy that live we did? That was the first one. Hopefully next one's better. I had some technical difficulties in there, but that shit is the first time. All right, guys. Love you guys. Peace.